fuck it, we ball becomes far more weighty once we account for the pre-existing axiom that is, ball is life. For the latter effectively transforms the former into, fuck it, we live. And what maxim could be more gravely important than that which urges man to persist at all costs?
Oh, holy shit. They just fucking ripped her clothes off.
Fuck it, we'll do both. I'll use my tongue.
I have no idea what's going on. Oh, yes. Yes, brilliant. It's just like a child. All you need to do is beat it hard enough, and it'll work.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
No, not that. No, that was the wrong one. I know, Fandral. That's the fucking point. What the Oh, that was... No! Fuck you! No! Woman, don't hurt her! Are we back? Wait, shit. Did I... Son, I don't care about artificial insemination. I impregnate all my employees naturally. This is a place to be racist towards Asura, goddammit. That's better. Anyway, I'd pick suicide. Only they spent more time thinking about diversity, then the game wouldn't have bugs like this. Shoulda mentioned your name when the Jeff Bezos is deep up inside my asshole collecting his $2.50 from me. What the fuck's this red stuff? Why didn't he explode into light and wave goodbye? I can't do shit, I'm stuck. He can't. I'm printing everything. I can't do it. He's fucked. Take this out of context. What you're telling me is that these fucking riggers are a problem in our society.
Community has had over the course of these last several years
of being insane.
And be polite. Give them the
Get a 24-inch cock around.
Retarded's coming back into fashion. I tried to say it without laughing. Oh shit!
Really fucking shitty to me.
Oh Jesus, fuck.
Only the real connoisseurs will understand this one.
Fuck them kids.
How wide my fucking legs are on this thing. I've ridden a before, it wasn't this wide.
His sister drank his pool water.
By that same standard, Sawman, you're 100% responsible for murdering ESO. Now, I know that a lot of what I said is very non-acceptable in society and stuff. But there's two things I want you to understand. Number one, a lot of what I do is jokes. And number two, I'm allowed to do these racial jokes because I'm actually mixed race. You see, my dad's white.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And my mother's Italian.
That's right. I'm back. I lost my beard along the way. It's a very sad day. But I'm fucking alive. That's all that matters. And I noticed my chat's broken, so let me just fix that quick. Let me just... how do I fix this goddamn window? Hold on. Give me a second. It's a bit loud. What's up, John Com? What's up, Scootfist? How you doing? Of course, my fucking chat's broken right now, so just give me a second. Let me just close that out. We'll just reset that quickly. That's right, I look baby-faced as fuck right now. It's devastating. But sometimes we have to lose the best parts of our lives to remember what's important. And for me, that was my beard. So there's three things we're going to focus on today. Three primary things I'd like to focus on today. The first is obviously, look at this. I've fixed up a bunch of shit. I've got stuff working now. Now it's just the multi-chat that's a problem. I'm finally getting somewhere. Look at this. I fixed all of my cameras, and all I had to do was solder two of them. It was just two of them. Only two of them needed some work, which was so good. It was just faulty connections in the rest of them. So I've got this camera, right? Normal one. I got this as well. I got this as well, right? Now we got ourselves a BRB screen as well. So we got this shit right here, right? We got the ball cam, you know, right here, for those good views. We got this cam working again. Damn, look at that shit. And I've got another scene in case I just feel like being full of shit. And then on top of that, we've got the Elgato cam, as usual. And I got another one working. I got another one working, and I'm so proud of it. I'm so excited about this, and I'll show you why, right? So, I'm busy setting up right now for my, my whatchamacallit. Oh, god damn it, I forgot to attach the second microphone. I'm gonna have to do that quick. I've been setting up for the workout stream. I've been trying to make sure that it's ready and waiting. By the time... Come on, please work. By the time that, you know... By the time that Dune launches, because I'm gonna do multiple MMOs. And I can also do this now. Oh shit, that looks like a fucking ad. God damn it. I forgot that was there. My bad. There we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. I got a spinny camera. It was a second-hand one and it was busted for a while. So, this is where we're gonna start, right? We're gonna start right here. With me trying to fix my fucking microphones. Let's see if you can still hear me. I'm assuming you can still hear me, so... I'm getting ready for those workout streams. Right? Is this working? Yeah, it's working. So... I had a dog shit piece of trash boxing bag that's just been sitting downstairs getting moldy as fuck. And I was like, how do I hang this up and use this in this room, right? So what I did was I grinded off the wheels of an office chair that I found at a junkyard, strapped the wheels onto the bottom of this, ran a pole through it, and now I've got a functional standing boxing bag. And I did this because I found out that if you want to buy a bag that stands there and has wheels, this thing is fucking... It's like $700. Which is fucking ridiculous. That's fucking insane. Who would do that? Now there's one caveat with this, right? Like I can't go full blast on this shit, right? Because if I do, it's just gonna fall the fuck over. But I can at least hit it hard enough that when I'm doing the workout challenges, it's not a problem. So like if I load up and I'm just like, it's gonna actually hold still long enough and not fuck up everything else. Which I'm so happy with. I'm so fucking excited with that. So, I've got all of this shit sorted now. I've got all of this goddamn trash resolved, and I expect it to break within the next 5 seconds. But more importantly, we're gonna start here. Because I got a birthday present recently from my dad. Right? Now, my dad wasn't the best dad, you know, but I can't blame him. You know how it is with black fathers. You're not there, your kid's life, and then they grow up and you're like, oh shit, maybe I should have been there. If you found a baby cot, they have stops or brakes. Yeah, I just used an office wheelchair, Banatu. And then I've like sunk a counterweight at the bottom of the thing, so every time you punch it, it flexes back into place. So we're gonna start the stream off here today. Hence the title. Right? As you can imagine, I live in a very dangerous country, where bad shit keeps happening to people. And so my dad got me a birthday present. Now, I didn't ask for this birthday present, right? Recently found a kindred spirit in the US, fun guy. Yeah, good. Okay, well, maybe good for you, bad for everyone else. Petty side group could make it an Asura to punch. Yeah. But you know what? I'm cheap as fuck, Gielde. At this point in time, as long as it works, that's all that matters. So, I got a birthday present recently. from my dad, and it's because he's fucking panicking. Because he's now had a few bad things happen to some of his friends in this country that were racially motivated. And so now he's like, oh shit, maybe we need to start gearing up. Now, I need to make this clear for both YouTube and for Twitch. This is not a firearm. There is no gunpowder inside of this. This is theoretically a non-lethal weapon. And this is a dildo used by furries. So ignore that. This is actually my wife's punch dagger. I'm gonna give it back to her. So let's see what the fuck this is, how the fuck this works, and then we'll give it a try. We'll start here. What are we opening? Okay, yeah, maybe I skipped over that. We're opening what's known as not a firearm roadblock. We're opening something known as a gas-powered gun. So, as you may realize if you're from my country, and if you're not, you're about to learn something. It's pretty difficult to get firearms down here. Okay? And even if you have firearms, you know, it's pretty difficult to get enough ammunition that you know you're going to be safe. So people have turned to alternatives, right? Which is primarily gas-powered weapons. Now, I'm personally, as an engineer, pretty offended by gas-powered weapons, right? Gas-powered weapons are a double loading system, which means you need to put in a gas canister and ammunition to get it to do anything. I shouldn't call it ammunition. It's not ammunition, it's pellets, right? But I understand why people would do that. They're basically paintball guns that are made to hurt a lot more than paintball guns are. Yeah, it's super understands, right? So I've got two types of ammunition here. This one's more metallic than the other, so maybe we'll give these ones a try. Right? Ooh, these are these are the dangerous ones. Those I will leave for the first person to hop my face. Right? Now, as an engineer, this might sound weird, but gas-powered weapons are not something that I would consider favorable, right? For multiple reasons, right? I know this is going to be a cliche and it's going to be a stereotype, but most engineers, they like mechanical systems that are strong, repeatable, do not fail, and can be used, you know, repetitively without issue. Pure capsaicin balls. That's these ones. Yeah, these are the capsaicin ones. Hold on. Okay, I'm not gonna waste this ammunition. These are the less lethals. And then these are... Ooh. These are a little bit worse than capsaicin. So we're not going to fire those in this room. They're basically muskets with ammo and propeller. Exactly, Sheldon. Now this thing right here is why I'm not a big fan of gas-powered weaponry, right? Because if you can't get a hold of this, you're fucked, right? Which means that a gas-powered gun, you need a compressed air canister, you need ammunition, and then you need the weapon, right? Now, all engineers have a hard-on for mechanical systems. It's why something that... I don't know if I should say it. You know what, fuck it, it doesn't matter. It's a lot more favorable to work with a mechanical system that's repeatable and not too much of an issue. And so, you know, like, I've designed and built things like spring-loaded crossbows, an auto-fire crossbow that hits off about 80 rounds in about 10 seconds. But you know what? I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Another weapon in my house is not bad. Now, something to be noted about this, before we go any further, is I have been trained with weapons, right? It's not like I'm fucking doing this out of nowhere, right? And I'm going to give you some advice right now. If you ever want to learn how to use firearms, you should probably go get yourself an airsoft pistol or gun first, so that you can learn how it works before you have to take the exam. Now, I don't know if there's an exam in the US, but there's one down here that you have to take before you can own firearms, right? I think this is my airsoft gun. Let's check. Yeah, that's my airsoft weapon. Right. Okay. So you should always get an airsoft weapon if you want to learn how to operate a gun without the chance of shooting your fucking face off. Right? Just carry an air compressor in your back. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna be walking around like a flamethrower guy from fucking World War II. Someone punctures that tank, I'm fucked. Also, Kami-sama, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. I'm glad you used your Prime and not your real money. You bastard, how dare you? You should actually probably give that to someone who deserves it, not me. I'm just a piece of shit right now, okay? So, we're gonna try this out. Let's take a look at what this looks like. See how close to an actual firearm it looks. Oh, that's not bad. That very much reminds me of a Glock. Oh, look at that. Look how fancy that is. Shit. Hold on, maybe I should change cam so you can see what the fuck I'm looking at here. Here we go. Look at this. That is actually not that far off of a Glock. Impressive. I see we've got our input here. I'm willing to bet that this is going to be exactly where the air canister goes, because you're going to want something analogous, right? Do we have a slide? We do not have a slide. That's interesting. Oh wait, no, there is a slide. Oh, we got a safety. Half of this gun feels like it's modeled to emulate a real pistol. But you could probably narrow down this design, take off all these weird dots and buttons and shit, and still have something really solid. Interesting. Yeah, this is not a moving part. I think you could narrow this down. I think that this is over-designed. I genuinely think this gas-powered gun's over-designed. And again, for YouTube and Twitch, this is not a fucking firearm. There's no fire coming out of this thing. It's pure pressure. I just jumped straight into the exam, but I had plenty of prior experience with guns. I do simulations. Yeah, you see, look, if you've played, like, any video game ever, if you fucking done even the most basic shit in anything ever, you're gonna pass that exam, right? So it's not surprising. Now, let's do the boring thing first and read the goddamn manual. Oh, fuck, and guess where this comes from? Guess where this comes from? It's my dad's favorite country. My dad has a hard-on for this country, and because of that, he's been questioned several times by by certain co-workers of certain religions. It's from Germany. Look at that. Damn, you Germans are dodging them firearms regulations, huh? What next? Gas-powered ovens? They're gonna hollow-gas everyone. If the ban for you anything, it's putting the airsoft pistol in your mouth. Yeah, probably, but I know it's the airsoft pistol, so I was safe doing that, right? Like, my firearms are, like, locked away and securely provisioned, because you know it would be the most fucking, the most embarrassing thing in the world is if someone breaks into my house and kills me with my own fucking pistol or my own shotgun. That would be like the worst thing to happen. God, I wouldn't even, like, if I went to heaven after someone killed me with my own weapon, I'd get to the pearly gates and I'd tell St. Peter, look, you don't have to judge me because I judge myself not worthy. Just send me down to hell because that was the dumbest shit imaginable. Now let's see. Okay, we got our regular shit. Unscrew. Insert that. strongly push the device upwards to pierce the capsule. If the pressure indicator sticks out, the pistol is ready to shoot. Okay. This is actually pretty neat design. Compress the spring by sliding the button and lock it. Right. So, the one question I had about this is how the fuck do you load ammunition into this? And I see this is how it works. Right? There's like a... hold on. There's like a slide here. That's like on here.
You know that stat about people being more likely to be shot with their own firearm. First filters everyone to only be those that are already injured by a firearm.
Wait, hold on. Own firearm first filters everyone to only be those that are already injured by a firearm. I'm not sure what you mean, dude. Right, so you gotta pull back the spring here. This is a weird loading mechanism, but then again, I mean, look, the Germans designed the Messerschmitt. Should I really be surprised that the fucking gun acts weird? When they did the Luger, they did the Messerschmitt, they did, like, the Horten aircraft. Am I surprised that Germany has a weird loading mechanism where, you know, it's like you're kind of sounding the gun. And if you don't know what sounding is, you're too young to be in the stream. You need to fuck off. Alright, that looks good. It's not over... Wait, no, I can put one more in there. No, I can't. Okay. Okay, we'll load that up. Now, let's see if I can try not blow myself to pieces doing this shit. And if not, well, it's been nice knowing you. If I get this wrong, it's not my problem anymore. It's whoever has to pick my my body up off the floor and end my live stream. Time to go to work. Hopefully in 4 hours you're still streaming. I should still be streaming in 4 hours, Gialdo. Go to work, drive safe. You don't need to be here while I'm doing retarded shit. You don't need to be here ever, to be honest. Save yourself the trouble. I'm 30 and don't know sounding. Okay, well, sounding is the act of taking an object, generally speaking a metal rod, and shoving it down the tube of your penis. And I'm not too surprised that Germany has designed a kind of weapon. Okay, this is live now, I'm gonna assume. Does this rotate more? Okay, that's locked in place, so I'm gonna not aim this at anything valuable. Whoop. There we go. So, little pin came out the bottom there. You see that shit? Right? Pin came out the bottom. That apparently means it's ready to fire. So I'm not gonna aim this at my face, because I don't want this to fucking hurt. So like with cannons. No, just with dicks. It's like when people stick things up their dick hole. And can I really be surprised that the Germans designed a dick hole gun? That's how you load it. Let's see if this works. We're gonna fire this. We'll do a live fire test. Right? Let's go here. And fuck it. Let's aim it at my boxing bag. Why not? Let's see. Let's see if my dog shit eyesight, when I don't have my glasses on, is still good enough that I can hit what I'm looking at. Now, how do I make sure this doesn't ricochet and hit me in the balls? God damn! Jesus! That was a lot fucking louder than I expected. Holy fucking shit. I hope this isn't against TOS. Listen. The Sniper Tigris, TOS is firearms. This is not a firearm. This is just a really, really strong airsoft pistol. Jesus. Let's see if we can mark some shit, right? I'm testing this out. I'm gonna have to get like a whole bandolier full of these things because this is not gonna be enough, right? So we're gonna test this out. I'm testing out my birthday present, Barrow. That's why I'm doing this. It's fundamentally important that I understand how this works along with every other weapon that I have in my house. How long does one cartridge last? I have no idea. Right? I genuinely have no idea. Now, after that, let me double check something. Right, you're sending me a link there. Hold on. Let me pull that up. Let me pull that shit up, Jamie. Imagine airsoft being illegal on Twitch. That would be very strange. I'm surprised that there's no recoil in that gun, though. There's like fuck all recoil. Self-destructive behavior. Well, I'm not aiming it at myself. Violence and threats. I'm not threatening anyone with it. Terrorism, violent extremism. I'm not saying that I'm gonna go out and kill a bunch of Jews or Palestinians or whatever, so we're safe there. Youth safety. I'm not aiming this at children. Off-service conduct. What the fuck does that even mean? Viewers build vibrant, dynamic. Twitch enforces against certain severe offenses that occur off Twitch. Okay, so this is if I say I'm gonna go kill people off of Twitch. That's a problem. Not doing that, so I should be good. Evidence of self-report, unauthorized sharing of private information, hateful conduct, harassment, sexual harassment. Well, it's a good thing that I'm not doing any of these things, so I don't have to worry about it. Yes, Twitch can ban you if you do bad on Twitter. Do you want to know something so funny? Right? Do you want to know something really, really funny? Twitch was the first platform to ban Donald Trump. Out of all platforms that were going to ban Donald Trump, it was Twitch. Now let's see if we can find some answers here, huh? Dust Charger. Compressor spring, yeah. Inserts ammunition, yeah. Only use spherical projectiles, yeah, that's fine. How long does a canister last? Empty the gas. Empty the gas. Gently and firmly press the pressure indicator till you hear gas come out. Okay. Indicator is back and no gas comes out anymore. The CO2 capsule is empty. Unscrew the piercing device located at the bottom of the grip. Remove the CO2 device. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this in an active... Wait, no. I've got somewhere to keep this. So I can keep this in a safe, a secure thing. I don't see how long a canister lasts. It doesn't tell me how long a canister lasts. 80 to 120 shots. Well, I'm glad you told me that, because I'm not emptying out a whole fucking canister after shooting it like once or twice. That would be bullshit. Right, let's go again. By the way, your sound is quiet. Oh, hold on. Let me fix that. I know what that is. I know exactly what that is. Let's fix that quick. You see, I've had to reset everything, right? And the problem with the resetting everything is you get fucked when you're doing it. Hopefully that's a bit better. Okay. And that was the sound of your music in comparison. Oh, okay. Okay, so you're saying my audio was fine. My actual audio was fine, because now I've dialed up the fucking gain a little bit. There we go. Right. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's see if I can try and hit the hat. Let's see what its range is before it starts arcing. Jesus. I don't even know if anything came out of that. But I'm not going to look down the fucking barrel, that's for fucking sure. Let me see. I could probably fire it at the roof. Oh shit, it is coming out. Fuck! Hold on. God damn. That's fucking hilarious. It's actually blown a hole in my roof. It's actually straight up blown a hole in my roof. Yeah, I'm so glad that I don't actually care about the stuff up there. But holy shit. This is impressive. This is really a GTA 7. Yeah, you know what? You see that window over there, right? That's my first line of attack. Someone hops my fence. I'm aiming right there. Out that window at whoever hops my fence and blowing fucking holes in them if I can. What's up, Benji? How you doing? I got a birthday present. It's an airsoft gun. Definitely not a firearm. Twitch, YouTube, you can't ban me for this, so it's bullshit. But goddamn. Wano sucky sucky. Ilgi, been waiting for this. I don't know what you mean. You know what? It doesn't feel bad in the hand. I gotta say, it's a little bit weird, right? This is a little bit weird holding something this light when you're used to like the actual weight of a firearm, right? But I do think, I'm shocked that for a German design, they've gone for a, whatchamacallit? They've gone for, first of all, that they've gone for a Glock, and second, that they've put all these weird knobs and dials and shit on it that don't actually matter. Instead of simplifying the line down to mechanical sights, maybe an ability to attach something here to make firing easier. But then again, it is a round shot, not a shaped one. Is that an actual gun or an airsoft? No, it's a gas-powered gun. So not a firearm, right? This is a gas-powered gun. That's why you can get the weight. You can get weight add-on to help. Yeah, you know what? I might actually do that. Or I might just make them myself and 3D print some weights to make it feel more balanced. Because the problem with this thing is it feels so goddamn light. Like, you wouldn't expect it to feel this light. But I will say I'm actually shocked at how well it fires off, right? So, we'll aim at the boxing bag again. You see that? Now, you see, this is called safety firing. What I'm doing is I know I'm firing at a target that's soft enough, and I'm firing at an angle so that when there is a ricochet, it's not bouncing right the fuck back at me, right? As unprepared as the space looks, it's actually pretty well fucking prepared for what I'm planning to do here, right? If I fire and I miss and it goes to the right, it then goes and bounces off a wall and can't ricochet in my direction. If I fire to the left, it's going to ricochet to the left. It's not going to go anywhere near me. Hence why I've done things this way. My arm feels light. And it's the real deal. What the hell? Trying to remember the name of some Israeli weapon my friend owns that fired at the shooting range before. Yeah, no, the Israelis have a bunch of ridiculous shit. Reliable torso-sized accuracy is around 30 meters with these pistols. That's actually a lot higher than I would expect out of something like this. Especially considering that the round is, you know, circular, right? And like anything going at high speed that's circular and smooth doesn't tend to, you know, do that fucking well. Jesus, it's getting cold. I suppose from decompression of the gas as it's letting out gas, it's also dropping its temperature, which is interesting. Because a real firearm does the exact opposite. I'm actually shocked at this. How many more rounds do I have left? I believe I have no more rounds. So the problem with this is reloading this in a you know, a panicked state is going to be a problem. But I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to unload this and I'm going to put this on safety, right? Because I'd rather actually lose the CO2 canister than have this thing go off. Damn. Jesus, okay. Alright, I'm gonna do this downstairs, so I'm gonna be right back. Now I get to test out my BOB screen. I'll see you right now. I'm just gonna be right back so I can unload this thing so that nothing fucking bad happens. Okay? Oh, also, let's see. No, hold on. Give me a second. But yeah, that's these are the kinds of presents that you get if you live in South Africa. And you live in a crack house like mine. This is what your family gets you. So, I'm gonna be right back. Where is it? There it is. Did I not set up my BLB screen? I'm sure I did. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll see you now. I gotta say, this thing is really fun though. I'm actually surprised at how well designed this is. But then again, I suppose that's what you can expect from the Germans. It's not too much of a surprise. Now the screen can start in earnest. I can go give my wife's dagger back as well. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Now, I'm not generally a fan of gas-powered weaponry, but I did like the force behind it. That was enjoyable. That's a fun little toy. It might also keep me from being arrested, because if you fire at someone who poses a threat to your life and you don't kill them, right? In my country, at least, the laws protect the criminals. So, you fire at someone with a lethal weapon, you don't kill them, they will then go to the police and say, I did nothing wrong, I can't believe this person did this to me, and then you're going to jail, right? So, as Julius Malema said, shoot to kill. If someone comes on your property, you gotta kill them. If they threaten your life, you gotta kill them. That's how it works. But let's say you want a deterrent. You don't want to kill someone, right? If they're like, boo-hoo, he tried to kill me, you can be like, no. This is a non-lethal weapon. I just shot him in the nuts 5 times. I just took his testicles off. I wasn't trying to kill him. I was trying to get him to leave me alone. He posed an active threat. Because if they try and say, he tried to kill me, and you can prove non-lethal, then that, like, moves things into a different realm of shit. There's a little knob intruding in the barrel, which makes the ball you shoot spin, causing it to go further. No, I'm not surprised by that. I didn't see any rifling in the barrel earlier, which I don't think works too well when you got circular ammunition, so I'm not surprised that there's a knob there that does it for that. You also kind of need to make the ammunition spin and rotate.
First time I went to the range was with my friend that had the Iwi Masada. I'd never actually shot a gun before, but I picked it up quick. Anyway, some black woman was there, I guess, to practice shooting, and she had 2 kids. The store workers told the kids multiple times to stop touching stuff. Eventually the mom came out, and you could hear the bear growl in her voice when she said, "Where is he?" I could tell those kids won the audition for Boondocks episode.
Honestly, it's hard to describe in words how fucking pissed this woman was when she came out the shooting range because a store employee had to go in there to tell her about her kids. Yeah, no, I can imagine she must have been fucking pissed, dude. Probably got the ass beating of their life when they got home. Probably deserved it too. Right, okay. This is where I want to start today's stream, right? Obviously, we're going to play some Guild Wars 2. I really want to keep playing Guild Wars 2. I'm going to keep playing it, but I'm going to be adding Dune to that mix, and I'm going to be adding, BDO to that mix pretty fucking soon, right? And I've got to find a balance of how I'm playing all of them. On top of that, before that happens, I have no hope for Dune. Neither do I, Benji, but I am a Dune simp, and purely for lore, aesthetics, and reasons, I will play the game. Right? That's what I will do. Just purely because I like Dune that much. Did Muck forgive you? I don't know. I haven't heard anything from Muck, Sasha. If he never forgives me, that's my fault. Right? I cannot force him to do anything. And I'm never gonna force him to do anything. Whether he does or doesn't is up to him. I'm not gonna sit here and, like, you know, do this thing where I pretend like I'm innocent or whatever the fuck. I acted like a spurg, I deserve it if he never wants to deal with me again. That's just life. Dune is just Conan Exiles. You've said that like 5 times, Jimmy. But yeah, I'm still gonna try it. I'm enough of a Dune simp that I know it's gonna be shit. I know it's gonna be missing features, that it's gonna be trashy, that it's not gonna be everything it's supposed to be, but I'm still gonna try it. Because I just like Dune that much. I just like it that much. If you want to know the full story, sayonara, you're gonna have to go back to one of my previous streams where I explained it. But right, let's move on. Something happened while I was gone. One day, I took a break, and I was scrolling through Twitter, and something strange is what I stumbled upon. That's not a good sign for Twitch. The man who's like the 8th largest search term in the fucking world he's fucking leaving, or at least he's not leaving. I know he's probably not leaving. He's just multi-streaming now. And yes, Jimmy also linked something in the Discord. I've pulled it up. We're gonna take a look at it. Right? I've said this for a long time now. I think Twitch is gonna fail, but I hope it doesn't. I like Twitch not because of Twitch. Twitch is a fucking burning shit pile, but I like the fact that the people on Twitch are what makes Twitch great, if that makes sense. The viewers who go to Twitch are fucking fantastic. Now, he has 15k viewers already. Jesus Christ, dude. Holy shit. Twitch needs to exist purely for the sake of competition. At this point, I think Twitch is going to start falling off. The fact that they've now lost him to multi-streaming, the fact that I saw a post that he was going to, like, Elon replied to him talking about multi-streaming, that they might do it on Twitter, has got me wondering now. So I've been thinking about this for a while. I obviously multi-stream over on YouTube, and I've been kind of using that as an experiment within itself. I have multi-streamed to Kick before, but I did that for my my live stream ban, primarily because I wanted to be able to compare Twitch to Kick, right, which is its closest competitor. And I've been thinking about multi-streaming for a very long time. And the more time passes, the more I don't see a reason why you shouldn't be trying to multi-stream on every single fucking platform imaginable, except maybe Facebook. Kick won't ban you if you IRL stream shitting in public. I know, Twitch is... look, Kick is degenerate Twitch, and that's saying a lot. That's... the degenerate's doing a lot of heavy lifting there. Because goddamn, Twitch is fucking bad. Let's be honest. But I'm gonna say it like this. I've been thinking about multi-streaming for the longest time, right? And the longer that time has passed, I have found less and less reason as to why everyone who's like a streamer shouldn't be multi-streaming to as many platforms as possible, right? So, in my head, this is where Twitch is currently. My experiment that I wanted to do was I wanted to start streaming on YouTube. And I'd say YouTube is here by comparison. It's just underneath Twitch, right? The only difference, right? And it's actually multi-streaming to YouTube has actually convinced me of this, of why I should be on other platforms. Because I know people like Faith, probably Sayonara, and probably Sasha. I know you guys prefer the YouTube experience, right? And I see nothing wrong with that. I think that's probably the right thing to do, is to go to the place that feels the most comfortable, right? I have yet to meet someone, except for one random Mexican dude who was trying to shill crypto and kept spamming emotes when I live streamed like 4 years ago as a test on YouTube. I've seen very little reason to not continue to stream on YouTube. This platform has been fucking great. I have yet to interact with anyone aside from one Mexican retard. I've yet to interact with someone who's an actual fucking brainlet moron. Right? If you said we should multi-stream to platforms, when are you going to start streaming on Dark Fans? I don't even know what the fuck that is. And yes, Ravenstein, I did shave. I shave every now and then to remind myself of how good shit is. Here's my problem, right? Fuck Twitch, fuck rewards, fuck Twitch stream. You know what, Sasha? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I can't sit here and cry about it because you're not wrong. Here's the way I used to see it, at least. Twitch was up here, and YouTube's over here. And the only thing that's been making Twitch a better experience for people was probably all the added stuff that you get. But the problem with Twitch is the more added stuff there is on their platform now, right, the more fucking manipulative it's become, and I fucking hate it. I hate how manipulative it is for viewers, right? You go into a stream and suddenly there's a hype train, and all of a sudden someone feels like they're pressured into, maybe I need to spend this money now because then I'll fucking get something out of it. Like, they use all these bells and whistles and lights and shit, and their ad system's dog shit. Glad that's fucked up now, but they use all these weird bells and whistles and shit that manipulate people, and I fucking hate that, right? And so in that perspective, like from that perspective, YouTube is a much cleaner kind of streaming platform to be on. Twitch died for me when it became a softcore cam girl site. Manic, you're not fucking wrong. I'm about to get to that. The other problem that Twitch has is what you just said. This is a site for fucking cam whores to re-syndicate 13-year-olds over to fucking OnlyFans. There's more tits and ass on this fucking page than most porn sites. And you know what, the ugly whores with their fucking beef curtains hanging out are just like, subscribe, right? And they'll fucking move people over. And it's kind of sick that Twitch went from the site where people did something entertaining, did something fun, did gaming, all the way down to, here, let me show you my fucking butthole impressed on some yoga pants. Literally, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the metric came out and we discovered that like 50% of this platform is just fucking softcore porn, right? And so this used to be my perspective. But the way I see it now, the way I see this shit now is Twitch is here. YouTube is... Oh, well, fuck it. We'll use that as YouTube. Twitch is here. And the only thing keeping it alive are the users. YouTube's here. YouTube is heading in this direction. Right? Because it's already got higher quality than Twitch. They do better bandwidth shit. These guys are trying to keep up. But the more time passes, Twitch just keeps on fucking descending over time. Right? Now, I have no idea where in this equation Kick fits. By comparison. But I'm willing to bet that Kick is probably somewhere down here. And despite all the drama, despite all the shit, and I thought Kick was going to fail. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Kick was going to fall off and fail because it was a Twitch clone. But I think that over time, Kick is going to become a more popular platform than even Twitch. I got permaban from Guild Wars 2 for typing a DM to a player comparing supporting Blizzard to terrorism. Yeah, well, welcome to the real world, Aradon. Welcome to the real world where you don't have freedom. You just gotta remember, Aradon, opinions are violence. What if that person had a stroke? What if they vibrated out of their chair and had a heart attack right there because they hadn't moved, and they spent all day on Reddit being a mod? I think it's pretty funny that you would do something like that, but I think it's fucking stupid that you get banned. That's a dumbass thing to happen. If Twitch fails, so does Kick, since Kick is using the back end of Twitch. I don't think so, Tom Rom. Kick is backed by gambling. Kick doesn't even need to be a popular platform because all it needs to do is push enough gambling onto people to fuck them up to make its money back. And so far it's working. The user base of Kick is increasing over time. The user base of Twitch is decreasing over time. If Twitch fails, I think Kick almost automatically takes its place. Because it's almost the exact same experience, except you swap out all the cam whores for gambling. That's the problem, right? You know what Kick has that Twitch doesn't? Kick lets you go into an account settings and tick a checkbox to hide the gambling and whore content. It does? It actually does? And yes, you can see how fat I am when I'm shaved. It's terrible. I will accept your mockery, Allah, because I do need to lose some goddamn weight. Hey, thanks for the resub, Edward. Jesus Christ. It's already been fucking 6 months? Holy shit, dude. Holy fuck. That baby is nearly ready. I hope you're ready for child support. But yes, I do shave every now and then. But I do need to start cutting weight. 225. Jesus Christ. No, I'm not that fat. Holy shit. No. I'm not that fat. But I am fat. I'm fat. It's like, people, the standard for what is fat and what isn't is so fucking horrifically bad these days. I'm a fat motherfucker. And if anyone calls me that, that's not an insult. That's a statement of fact. I need to lose some goddamn weight. You got all these 300-pound fucking fat bitches walking around pretending, oh, I'm curvy. No, you're not. You're just curving space-time around you because you got your own fucking gravity field, bitch. It's just how it is. 200 plus gets you out of victim weight range. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not even at 200. Thank God. Nearly. But not at 200. Not only does the camgirl aspect of Twitch bother me, so does the normie hypebeast culture they've now cultivated. Gaming really seems like it's not their It's not. Manic, this is the thing. Gaming on Twitch is not their priority. Pounds, not kilograms. Yeah, I know. I'm converting in my head, Benji. Right. So, gaming's not their priority. Entertaining content's not their priority. It's getting as many children hooked onto fucking cam whores as possible. Right? Yes, Keith, I shaved. So, the problem with that is